I go dinner of Shabbos this week's Parshas Lech, and I just wanted to share a quick vart this week that I saw again from Rabbi Yisrael Meir Druck. Just a very nice idea. So the pasuk tells us, "Vayomer Hashem al Avram, Lech lecha me'artzecha me'ladcha mibeis avicha el ha'aretz asher arecha." That Hashem told Avram, "Go from your land, from your relatives, from your father's house, to the land that I will show you." So what's all these steps? That's the question here. What is all these steps? If you wanted to tell him to just go to the land that I'll show him, just tell him, go to the land that I'm going to show you. What are all these steps? What's going on here? So Druck says that apparently the Torah is trying to teach us that it's not possible for a person to jump levels when he's doing Avodas Hashem, when he's listening to the words of Hashem. You can't just jump levels. You have to take steps. You have to take kind of baby steps. You have to do one thing at a time. Avram knew this. He understood this. And he was trying to attain new spiritual goals. And he was trying to accomplish things in his life. And he understood that the first thing he had to do was leave his land and his relatives. That was step number one. And then he was ready to depart, even from his father's house. Then he was ready to go. But if he would have tried to first just leave his father's house, then it would have been too difficult. It would have been too much too soon. He would not have been able to maintain the type of level that he would eventually get to. For example, we see by Nadav and Avihu, they tried to jump. Nadav and Avihu, they tried to climb this to the spiritual level too fast, and they ended up dying. They did not survive. This idea of growing slowly and steadily in Avodas Hashem is such an important idea. We see it in other places too. The Gemara, famous Gemara in Site, that tells us, the Rameir says, why do people wear tchelas? Why do we wear tchelas? Because tchelas reminds us of, it's blue, and it reminds us of the color of the sea. That reminds us of the color of the sky, and the color of the sky is similar to the Kisei HaKavod. So if the ultimate purpose of tchelas is to remind us of the Kisei HaKavod, why doesn't we just say that you wear tchelas to remind us of the Kisei HaKavod? And the answer is, because it's the same idea. Chazal are conveying to us over here that a person can't jump to higher levels in Avodas Hashem. You have to do one thing at a time. You have to proceed gradually but deliberately. You have to grow. We always have to grow. But we have to take steps. You can't just jump. That's not sustainable. We see it all the time. People who try to, they get to a newsman in yeshiva and they learn 20 hours a day after not learning anything. Then they burn out. Those people don't last. It's the people who are committed. It's the people who commit to learn a little bit, to do a little bit at a time. It's not just for Limanat Torah. I'm just using that as an example. And anything in your spiritual growth in Avodas Hashem, you do one thing at a time. So may we all be Zeicha to try to do that, follow in the footsteps of Avram Avinu, who also did one step at a time. Even the great Avram Avinu only did one step at a time. And that's all that we could do. But let's take one step at a time. Let's keep going. Let's keep taking the steps. Have a wonderful Shabbos.